complacency has no place in a well-lived life. Hey there, and welcome to the Your Creative Mind podcast. I'm your host, Izolda Trachtenberg. Thank you so much for being here. I know I talk a lot about creativity, and as of last night, this episode comes out, I think, the Monday after the Tonys. The Tony winners have been announced. I don't know what they are yet, but I'm very excited to see what they were. I'm hoping Joshua Henry wins. I would love to see Proof win. I'm not even sure if it was available as far as possible to nominate it. I would love to be on the Tony nomination eligible group, whatever that group is. I don't know who you have to be able to vote in the nominees. I just love theater, and I want that to be something that is a major part of my life, whether as a writer or as a director, and sometimes as a fan. Latest play I saw was Proof, and it was outstanding. When you see someone who's at the top of their game, you can have a number of different responses. One is, holy crap. Wow, that person is incredible, and I'm so glad that they're doing this when I'm alive to appreciate it, particularly in live theater, because movies you can appreciate 10, 20, 50, 70, 100 years later. But this is a little different, right? When it's live theater, unless someone records it, you are not going to have access to it. Gavin Creel, the late Gavin Creel, who is beloved by so many, did Walk On Through at the Manhattan Theater Club. And that I don't think that was recorded. I think maybe they recorded the cast recording, but you are never going to see another production of that again because he died so tragically young and so quickly, and that was it. And I'm talking to you the day after Anthony Stewart Head, who played Rupert Giles and who played a number of Ruperts in his career, I don't know why, who died just yesterday or the day before at this point, I don't remember. And his partner of many years, Sarah Fisher, who was an animal rights advocate and had a sanctuary for rescued donkeys and goats and sheep and stuff like that, was just passed away in December. And I, not unlike Debbie Reynolds following Carrie Fisher the very next day, I have a feeling he died of a broken heart. I think his immune system gave up because she was gone from this world. And I think about that. I'm thinking about that a lot more than perhaps I could be or should be. Not because I'm sick, knock on wood, that's not it. It's more that the people we love are going to leave us. I've had a number of losses, and I've talked about them on the show. Just in the last few years, it's just been mind-boggling how many people have gone. And the thing that we need to do, I think, is to remember them and to create in their honor and in their memories. And so to you, Anthony Stewart Head, I send my thanks for being such a great father figure to the Scooby Gang. You played some villains after that, but I don't care about them. And you may have looked at your time on Buffy and gone, yeah, that was 30 years ago. It's okay to let that go. But a lot of us who loved what you did, who still love what you did in that show, will remember you always and remember you fondly. Anyway, so yeah, there's theater, and I've seen a lot, and there's going to be more reviews, and hopefully there's going to be more writing. I'm waiting until school gets out till I get back into writing more full time. It's hard to create when you're exhausted, and I have been exhausted for the last couple of months. Not the least of reasons is because through some snafu, I haven't been paid for 2 months, and that that takes a bite out of your enthusiasm, I think. Anyway, but why I'm here today is I am publicly going, you know what? It's time to get back to my guitar playing. And so I decided I'm going to do that. And I don't know what this is going to be like. I'm going to play a song right now. And we'll see how it goes. I don't know what it's going to be like, in part because literally I haven't touched the guitar in months, and it's probably going to be a little bit weird, but I'm going to at least play a little bit of a song for you. This is Quizás, Quizás, Quizás. Siempre que te pregunto que cuándo, cómo y dónde, tú siempre me respondes, quizás, quizás, quizás. Y así pasan los días y yo desesperando y tú contestando, quizás, quizás, quizás. All right, that's the first singing I've done in forever, and it's the first guitar playing I've done in I don't know how long. And I'm putting this on the episode in part because I'm getting back into it, and I have some fear around it. A, because my voice is unreliable. This is not to say that I cannot sing ever, and this is not a confidence issue ever. This is actually a trouble. It's trouble. What it is because of my scent allergies, my voice sometimes just bites the dust within seconds. And I had one of the people at the school where I'm currently working smoked, and then to cover up the cigarette smoke, just doused herself in perfume. And the combination, and I had to sit next to her where I was, and the combination of cigarettes and perfume just kicked my ass. And if I were queen, these kinds of ridiculous scents would not exist, but I am not queen, and so immediately my throat clogged up, and I've been having trouble breathing and all of that. But I've been thinking a lot about what it would take for me to get back into playing music regularly. And I went, you know what? Making a promise to myself in front of you who listen to this show, no matter how badly I play, no matter how badly I sing, to do this and to improve is one of the things that I can do. So that's what I did. And so that's my advice to you. Get an accountability buddy. If you want to start something, if you want to write a story or sing a song or audition for a play, get an accountability buddy. Take a class if you can, if there are such things that you can afford and that you want to take in your area. And sometimes, for example, Karen Kohlhaas is teaching her directing class that I took last summer again. And right now they're looking for actors to audition. So if you're an actor and you want me to put you in touch with Karen so that you can be one of the people who auditions to be part of the class as an actor in the scenes that people are directing, let me know. And that's the way we do it, right? That's how we learn. That's how we try new things. That's how we get our shit together. Let's just call it what it is. So that was me getting my shit together to go, from now on, I'm going to be playing. I haven't played guitar in I don't know how long. And I'm going to be playing guitar every day, come hell or high water. And I'm going to be singing every day, come hell or high water. And when my voice allows, right? That's part of the why I almost never play out anymore, is because I just taking a gig to sing when I'm not sure that when the day comes I'll have a voice to sing with is terrifying. And I want to always be professional, and I always want to give my all. And I remember when I used to play at the old post office pavilion in the 90s, I would go and do solo shows, and there were times when I had no voice, and then I would bring my guitar and my violin and my flute, and I would talk as much as I could, even though I had no voice at all. And then I would play all instrumental gigs, just an hour of instrumental music. But that's not what I was there for, not for them and not for me. I was there to sing songs, and I just couldn't. And sometimes I'd sing an octave lower, and sometimes I would come up with weird harmonies. And I've talked about this before on this show. When I auditioned for State Honors Choir, I had one of these, what I used to think of as colds, but they were actually allergic reactions to smells and scents. And I couldn't speak. Turns out I had a head voice and I could sing, but I couldn't speak. And I walked into audition and I was ready to cry because I knew I wasn't going to get in. And I sing, and it was Jubilate Deo, and we sing to spring. No, I'm going to sing when the Spirit says sing, I think was the other one. And and I sang, and one of the judges asked me a question, and I answered sounding something like, yes, thank you. I actually can't really talk right now. And they went, what's going on? And I said, I can't speak. I have a really bad cold. And they went, yet you just sang. And I went, I know, but I can't speak. I couldn't speak. And they must have gone, okay, if she sang like that and she can't speak, she must be pretty good when she's full on voice. And that's why they let me into State Honors Choir in Michigan in 1982. I don't know. But the point is that I can't do it if I can't sing on the day of because somebody lit up a cigarette near me and I got a lungful before I could step away or put on a mask. And yes, I still wear a mask on the subway every day. And I have to come home and wash my hair every day because my hair, for whatever reason, picks up the scents around me. I don't know why, but it just, boom, I come home and I have to immediately jump through the shower. So I'm going to be doing more singing, and I don't know if I'll ever play out again as a singer, but it's definitely helping me come up with melodies for the musical I'm writing, so there's that too. But you got to hear me play guitar, which I haven't touched in I don't know how long. It's been sitting here waiting patiently, but it has not been played. So anyway, if you like what you heard, let me know, because this is a little scary and vulnerable, I have to say. But it's also a promise I'm making to myself that I'm going to keep plugging away, keep trying to improve, and keep trying to keep my voice healthy so that maybe someday I can play out again. I don't know. At the very least, I'll write. Alrighty, this is Izolda Trachtenberg for the Your Creative Mind podcast, saying that, yeah, we have to keep pushing our limits, and complacency has no place. Even though there is a place in complacency, if you look at the way the word is spelled, but complacency has no place in a well-lived life. That's the way I look at it. And I'm here to tell you to, as always, be curious, be creative, and most of all, be kind. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here. Please subscribe to the podcast if you're new, and it would mean the world to me if you told a friend about it. Today's episode was produced by Izolda Trachtenberg and is copyright 2025. As always, please remember this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Past performance does not guarantee future results, although we can always hope.